Hey everybody, welcome back to another Classics Are Better. I'm Travis, and today we're giving my old utility trailer some love. So this thing is much overdue for a freshen up. Got some goodies to put on it and install. Let's get to it. Okay, so let's get to the details of what we're doing today. So we are focusing on my utility trailer here. This thing needs some love though, so you can see up close it's definitely starting to get some rust and pitting. The tires aren't so old, but the wheels are really rusty, especially on the other side is pretty bad. And the load deck here, it's just a little beat up. It just needs, everything just needs some love, and I'm gonna go ahead and power wash this thing. Because of my other trailer video, which is sitting over there, let's go take a look real quick. So a lot of you guys really liked the video when I pulled my old car hauler here out of the woods and literally redid everything on it. That was a couple years ago now. And I will say that the Rust-Oleum rust spray paint stuff is just not holding up. The stain did pretty good. It's about time I need to restain it again. But like I said, the Rust-Oleum spray paint stuff, it was pretty good for that first like year or so, but then sitting out back here, the weather and the sun just ripped into this thing. But I thought I'd try something out on the utility trailer, see how it works. The solution I'm thinking of to have it last a little bit longer is to try some of this like paint on, roll on truck bed liner. It's supposed to have a little bit of UV resistance and be a little bit tougher, so give it a shot on the little trailer here and see how it looks. First big step is really going to be power washing this thing, but before I do that, I need to get stuff like the tire carrier off, get the old tail lights off, just get it prepped up a little bit so I can blast it. You can see all the nastiness that I blew out right there. I think I am gonna go ahead and push it out into the yard. The shade from the shop is chasing me here. Get out in the yard, let it dry in the sun for a little bit, and then start tackling the stain and the truck bed coating. And that way, if any of it drips or falls through the cracks, stuff like that, won't get on my rear driveway here. Finished up the stain, but the shade obviously caught up to me, so we'll let this dry overnight and see how it looks tomorrow. It is dry now, and I think it came out really good. Let's take a look. Next step's going to be doing some of this truck bed coating. It does say here on the back that I need to scuff everything up with 60 to 120 grit, which makes sense just because this needs something to actually bite into. If you have a perfectly smooth surface, it's really going to flake off on you. So make sure you do the prep work. I've learned this on actual truck beds. It's better to have it heavily scuffed, again, so it has something to bite into when you're doing it. But that said, it ain't going to sand itself. All that prep work is done. It's time to start getting the truck bed liner on itself. Just some friendly advice. Wear gloves and eye protection for this, because if it gets on your skin, it's not coming off till your skin comes off, kind of thing. Same goes for clothes. Wear old clothes and shoes if you can, because if it gets on them, it's not coming off. Let's get to it. So far, it is looking really good. Now, I'll do the inside of the wheel wells when I take the wheels off and stuff like that. But yeah, so far, so good. We'll see how it looks tomorrow after it can dry. Trailer is dry, everything looks really good. It's time to get the trailer jacked up, get those wheels off, start doing the wiring, get the taillights on. Time to rock and roll. All right, so quick update. Finished getting all the touch-up stuff done. Did take a little longer than I thought just because of the cross beams underneath. Took a while just laying under there, painting back and forth or whatever, but it is done. I checked the bearings, everything seems good. Time to start cutting out the old wiring so I can get the new stuff in. Slight setback, so I got my wiring harness out of the box, and while I have the correct outlet, it just goes straight to a junction box instead of having all the extra wiring to actually attach to the tail light. So I'm gonna have to hit up the store in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and just focus on the wheels first. I'm already seeing a problem. So the rim between where the rim bead meets like the tire is quite a bit shallower on these than like a car tire. Normally I make a circle with playing cards instead of taping stuff off, but these aren't gonna seat. That's a problem, but we'll adapt. Well, I got paint laid down on all of them. It is not amazing, but it is a whole lot better than it was. And then I did find an old one in the shop that I decided to rattle can up as well to use for a spare. And then went ahead and hit all the lug nuts and stuff with a little bit of rattle can rebuild, just because why not? What do you think, Parker?
Good.
Nice. Well, Wally World for the win this morning. They had exactly what I needed wiring wise. I picked up a 4-flat Y harness for this trailer. Basically, it's going to run down through the tongue and then split after the rear axle to either tail light. And then I picked up a 7-blade to 4-flat adapter, and that will let it hook up to any of my trucks like before. And I'm just going to use that other one with the junction box when I redo my car hauler electronics. Got the lights and everything wired up. Got me a little extra slack here in the front, and then I can plug that adapter in right there. I think it is a whole lot better than when I started, that's for sure. Sorry, I'm kind of hiding in the doorway here. We got rain coming in and it's getting really windy out here, but I think it came out really good. I might replace the front tongue jack here in the future. They're relatively inexpensive, but this one keeps working, so I'm going to keep using it. I might hit it with the old rattle can though. We'll have to see if I want to do that. And then same thing here with the spare tire carrier. I might move that there to the front. Just keep it from bouncing around so much, that kind of thing. But I am just glad to have it wired up was the primary goal, so now that I can drive my trailer at night and it doesn't look like a total piece of junk anymore. So I will report back to you guys in the future and see how this thing holds up. Pretty pumped. If you guys stuck around for this whole video, I really appreciate it. Consider hitting that like button for me. Helps a little channel like mine. But yeah, guys, get out there, get wrenching if you can. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one.